Kia ora, dear listener or viewer, and welcome back to Zealand. Fair warning, Zealand is set within a post-apocalyptic world, and so we will be exploring some of the darker natures of humanity. If you are squeamish or the idea unsettles you, please take your chance now to walk away. For now, we return to Zealand.
Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Zealand, and I'm very happy to say that. It's been a long time since we've sat down at this table because of quarantine and real-world viruses, which aren't as fun as the imaginary ones, it turns out, unfortunately. But I hope that you were somewhat prepared based upon the experiences that we've had in-game. Thankfully, it's been at least a little bit okay so far. We'll see whether or not that continues, but yeah, we're back on the bridge. We are down Nick and we are down Dan today, but we are ready and rearing to jump into this thing. So I'll hand it over to Skulk.
All right. So, long time ago when we had Friday Night Fight Night, some of us got a little bit worse for wear, especially Dan. So he had a limb destroyed on his leg, got his hip crushed in by a tiny man with big fists.
Yes. Power, precision, and it's just, yeah.
There you go. So after that night, because the main thing of Friday Night Fight Night is that it's the end of the week and, they're not really slaves, but you're worked like slaves, really. You've at least seen a week, been pretty much out from dawn till dusk on the boat. You've been doing hard labor the whole day, and you've been, frantically pushing papers the whole day. Probably not the hardest labor to do, but
you get paper cuts and stuff.
Yeah,
the paper really dries your fingers out.
It does.
I know.
Save up for that moisturizer.
Yeah, but Dan is suffering the worst of all of you. But so that's why they sort of let off all the steam at the end of the week, and then they can just sort of as much as you can relax and chill on the bridge. That's what they have their weekend for. At first, having a chat with people during the week, it does feel a bit strange to go back to that sort of 5 days working, 2 days off, but it seems that that's what the powers that be on the bridge want to just get people back into that sense of normality. Because if they just don't have to work all the time, they'll get a bit of stress, and they don't want any revolution. They've had history of people fighting back and causing fuss. So they.
I live to save them.
So that's what they said. Yeah, just like we used to back in the day. 5 days on, 2 days off. So after the bit of a piss up for if it were any of you, let me just say, after Friday Night Fight Night, those of you who could still stand, were you keen to join in? Just bit of drinks, bit of networking. And
yeah, I think Nick and I were going to sort of keep watching the fights, sort of see who the fighters are and how good they are and stuff like that. I think you wanted to start a bloody band.
Well, I was still working at the bar as well, so but
Yeah, that's right,
we
you were
would
at the bar.
network.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to Wyatt, the other bartender, about potentially starting like a special cocktail menu for Friday Night Fight Night and stuff. Yeah. Just to try and get him in the. And I also saw that there was like what was under there, and there was quite a few guns, I think. Well, he was armed.
But he was, yeah. He had a revolver on him, and there was a sawed-off shotgun that you could see underneath the bar.
Okay.
I would have had a drink and just mingled with people in general.
Okay.
Wouldn't have really pushed an agenda or anything of that sort.
Okay. Would anyone have gone with Dan? Because Dan would have literally been dragged off the mat, and he would have been taken to the hospital.
I would have gone a drink and just walk along with Dan to make sure it was.
Okay, yeah, so he would have been carried off to the hospital. Before we get there, everyone else would have just been sort of keen to just
Just mostly
Party.
yeah, socializing, and I know that a few people had got us some drinks as well, so I try and nurse those
Especially
as
for
long
the
as I
winners,
could.
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. And afterwards, just have a kip go, or you want to have gone to see Dan over Dad at the hospital?
I'd probably wait up for a while to see if they come back, knowing that one of us have the key, but then eventually probably bed down for the night.
Okay.
Not knowing exactly what the weekend's gonna be like. So yeah.
At the hospital, when you get there, it's already pitch black and everything. It's not the vet that's there. There's another doctor, as such, as we can call her. She doesn't introduce herself.
Yeah.
And you see a few people there. So pretty much the people there are all fighters. They're all in some,
The ship.
Yeah. And Dan just gets put on there. She's busy with, there's like 4 people in the queue ahead of him. So she just gets busy with them. And then eventually she will get to Dan, unless you want to do something. In the
No, I'll stick around there and wait. I mean, if Dan seems like he's getting worse,
He's passed out from shock. So he's out like a light.
in that case, I'm just going to sit there and nurse my drink, which I would have carried along with me. And when she eventually gets down and finishes up, I'll get her to look at my arm as well, because it's probably broken pretty badly, seeing as I have a grievous wound to my left hand. Or left arm.
Hang on, isn't that the grievous wound? Was that because the vet cocked up the operation?
Oh, it was me.
That was
now
me.
I feel good. I feel so much better.
Yeah, he was digging your
thing off.
Yeah, I was kind of
tattoo,
never
right?
mind. I'm not going to bring that up.
Yeah.
My hand's fine, doctor.
That's fine, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's still pretty well wrapped up.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So by the time she gets to you and Dan, she does take her time with Dan, having a full look at everything. She does ask you a couple of questions. Throughout this, you just really find out 3 main things about her. One, her name's Moira. She is from Ireland, and she's a nurse. She was an actual hospital nurse beforehand.
Oh, sweet.
So she does actually just what happened, rah. She goes, all right, most likely something wrong with his hip. She can't tell. At a game, it's fractured, it's destroyed. And so she just makes sure she gives him an IV line. She doesn't give him any antibiotics, and she tells you she can't. It's just too expensive. So she'll just monitor him overnight.
So
She just
stay here for the night.
Yeah, she does tell you she will give him some opium just to keep him under, because if it really is bad with all the nerves there, he's just going to start screaming.
Yeah,
Okay.
fair enough.
And then that's pretty much the night.
Sure. In that case, once that's done and Dan's off into his own thing, I'm going to start making my way back. Sort of take my time with it. Leisurely stroll back, just looking around and taking in whatever the atmosphere of the bridge is at this time.
Yeah. By the time you get back, it's very late. So it's almost completely pitch black. There's no real street lights or anything on the. I mean, there's literally in real life there, but they don't work anymore. So the only lights you see are candle lights and small lamps from some of the rooms, and then of course there's still some people at the pub where the Ferris wheel and the boxing ring is. But that's the only real commotion, and even that's starting to die down. It seems like once it gets dark, the place just starts shutting down.
Is there anyone enforcing a curfew of sort, or is it just
You're
allowed to roam around kind of thing? But
You see some people with walking around, and they do seem armed, but they don't accost you or anything. It seems more to be good old community constables rather than curfew enforcers.
Yeah. Cool. So between the hospital and where the pub is our place anywhere nearby there?
No, so that's
on the other side?
I'm really talking from memory here, but it's because on the bridge, where that century bit thing is, that's where the stacks, the apartment stacks is. And then on the city side of that is where, first off, you get to the pub and the Ferris wheel, that sort of area. And then that's from your side, on that side. And on this side is the hospital a bit further back. So you'd pass by the entertainment area first and then get to the apartment stacks.
Okay. If I get to the entertainment area and it's still sort of going, I'm just going to kind of bypass it and go towards our place.
Right.
And then make my way up. I don't have the key, but is there a way to get to the roof?
You just have to, this on the outside, just walk up.
Sweet. I'm going to make my way up to the roof with the same drink that I've currently got. I'm going to sit down and just sit there by myself for a bit. And maybe even lay back and look at the stars, that kind of thing.
Okay, so
Just being alone for a while.
all right, so you don't really like want to do anything. You just want to like sit back,
Just
do
sit
some
back and-
stargazing, and
Stargazing, and yeah, that's about it.
okay. Right, so we'll sort of pass over the weekend. The Saturday seems to be the most lively day you've seen there, in the case that seems to be shopping day. So during the week, there's always been people around, but most of them have been either working or have been, faring to and fro, or sort of like the kids, just keeping more to themselves to where their homes are. But all the workshops you've seen like some woodworking workshops, you've seen some people working with metal and all sort of things. All of the stuff they've been working on, they now bring out to the big square on the shore side. So is that what we call it? Shore side, city side?
Shoreside, city side, yeah. That's the
Okay. On the shore side, a big open square where, like the bishop burned someone. That's now sort of like a flea market. And just from like hearing people, and if you want to chat with some people, you'll find that this Saturday is flea market day. And all the people who run these stalls, they all have a bee on it. On their face, a tattoo, and you've seen them those tattoos from everyone exclusively in the workshops. And so they've got all sorts, really all sorts. Like a lot of it is furniture, so tables, chairs, beds, bedside cabinets. It looks like a Harvey Norman or
Kmart.
I'm trying to think of just furniture stores. Danske Mobler, but that's probably a bit
wow,
too
that's-
rich. That's a bit
fancy.
That's a bit too rich for these people.
The furniture section of the warehouse.
Yeah.
Furniture section, yeah. So like that's what it looks like a furniture shop
Yeah.
mainly. You do see actually like some actual lamps and things, some old school lanterns, like old ones. It's definitely scavenged, but it is like the flea market day. And just from like seeing what happens and what goes on, the breakfast line is still there. If everyone wants some mystery meat soup,
I'll go get some mystery meat soup.
are you going to get some mystery meat soup? Brave man.
I'm gonna be using cash to get a meal for me and my brother, because I know we split dinner the night before. I'm gonna try and do the same thing again.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Just try and split a morning.
Okay, so it'll be like
Morning
$18.
meal. $18. Okay.
So I guess that's like $9 each.
Done.
I
And
don't even know. I can't remember how much money I had.
I've-
120.
I've got this. I've got this.
oh, big spender.
Just one thing that I'm going to look out for when I'm walking around the flea markets, I'm going to make sure that there isn't a fracking Spanish breastplate anywhere.
That's right. Yeah.
I guess save for New Zealand military. Yeah, should that be expensive?
Yeah, just while I'm wandering about.
No, you don't. You don't see it.
Okay, that's good. I feel a little bit of relief.
They don't sell weapons here, do they?
No. So there's no weapons. Mostly it does just look like a good old Harvey Norman. Like specifically because it just looks like it's stuff for the home. And this is where you can sort of tell. This is where you get all the crap for your house. And that's like when you've walked past the apartment stacks, you've seen people having stuff in their house, in their little apartments. Unless they scavenge themselves, this seems to be where they got it.
Right.
So if you are keen to, because you've only got like a queen size mattress and a bucket.
To upgrade, yeah.
If you're keen for anything other than a queen size mattress and a bucket, this is sort of the area where like this is your chance now to spend some money if you want and get some stuff for your home.
I know we had some black plastic bags that had all of our clothing in, and that was about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll look around to see what mattresses cost, because we're 6 people sharing or 5 people sharing sharing
One queen size
queen-size
mattress.
It's not impossible.
There is some Tetris going on, and there's definitely people sleeping on the floor.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the mattresses, because they're scavenged, you can tell like there's only. Well, today there's only one, and it's a king single though, so it's still a big one. But its price starts off the sticker price they just wrote on is $500
Yeah.
because that's the only one, and they can't remake them, so they have to scavenge them.
I'm gonna do that thing that you do in the shops. You walk up, you say, "Oh, that's pretty good. Look at the price tag." Oh.
Yeah. Good call.
After that, I think I also want to go check on Max to see if she's still up there, and if she is. Did we figure out what the protocol was to get them fed?
I think we're just climbing up.
We had been feeding, because me and Richard went up and fed a whole heap of people tea the night before.
Yeah, so it really is just
You can go up and feed them.
as long as you don't. It seems to be. I'm not gonna say it is, but it seems to be as long as you don't try and physically like remove them. It's
So
fair game.
the missionary soup, I'll have about a third of it, and then
It tastes like pork.
yeah, that's fine.
Good.
I'm just gonna think about that and just go, it's pork, and then
Chewy
make
though.
my way- yeah, make my way up there and effectively feed as much of it to max as I can, and then eat whatever's left.
Yeah, but see, she's still unconscious, so it really is sort of like trying to just dribble the soupy bits and not like any chunky
Yeah.
pieces of gristle into her mouth. But she does seem to take it. She is, she's still looking incredibly worse for wear.
Yeah.
But
Give some water, give some food,
Yeah.
then come back down.
at least if you do like check or you just put your hand on it, you can feel she's breathing and she's got a heartbeat.
I think my thing while trying to feed her would just be telling very, very, very bad jokes. Just trying to do whatever I can in my power to make her sort of alleviate whatever stress I can to this unconscious person. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing, is nourishing her and then just telling her really bad jokes, so hope that she wakes up and starts to play. But yeah. Hey man, the power of bad jokes.
Yeah.
Are they like tied by their hands though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is a really bad joke. Just,
Yeah. Pretty much.
Headbutt you.
Right. So is anyone keen to spend like all their money today?
Is there any maybe if there's no mattresses, maybe there's just like some kind of like roll out sleeping bags or rugs or anything like that around?
Okay, roll luck plus 20.
ooh. What is my luck? Check. I did have a think about something else that I wanted to have a look at. 73? Luck
What's your
plus
luck?
20. What is your luck? Your luck
It's
is 50.
Oh.
So, yeah, 70. So you just failed by 3.
When you start looking around and you go, oh, is that a sleeping bag? Someone just paid for it.
Yeah. Only other thing that I kind of keep my eye out for is any kind of it could be a ukulele or an acoustic guitar, anything
Yeah,
that
that'd be good.
might be musical that my bird might be able to use.
I'll say roll luck plus 30 for that. I mean, that's a thing that might be easier for
Okay, yeah, that's a success. 60 luck, and it's a 32 success.
Okay. When you look through, you do find, and it seems to be an old. It's very. I say old. Everything's old these days. It's been 5 years. A cheap acoustic guitar.
Excellent. How much is that?
It's going for $305. But of course, you can haggle if you want.
Yeah, I tell you what. After discovering that, I'll try and track down Richard. Hey, I found a guitar,
Oh shit.
but it's not cheap. It's
Plus.
yeah, it's 300 at least. I've got about 180 that I can chuck in.
That's pretty much all your money though, man. We might need some food. We don't need. I mean, we should think about.
What I'm thinking though is there's probably a better chance that you'll be able to earn with this.
True.
We can always try and talk them down as well. I mean, I'm not as persuasive anymore with this face, but you still look approachable. I'm like missing my earlobe, and I've got that kind of like slight hole in my cheek. It's like burnt down here. I mean, this side's okay. This side's
So
okay.
just talk to him from the left.
Like, if I can just talk on the right hand side, I'm alright.
Yeah.
He's straight up Two-Face.
Yeah,
You should get one of those really cool like Phantom of the Opera masks.
Yes,
Like
definitely. That's the next thing I'll be looking out for.
Make it out of bronze or something.
But for now,
Just fuse it to your face.
yeah. Look,
We'll see what the
he's got-
person's like selling it then, I guess.
I'll just take out. Here's 150.
Yeah. I've got like 120, so we'll just see what it says.
Okay. All right. Good luck.
Thanks.
I'll hang back a little.
Could be good to take to the little barrier anyway, right? Surround a campfire.
It's optimistic. So 150 I've given you. Okay.
So yeah, I guess I'll approach this person, suss them out.
The person you approach seems to be a middle-aged man, shorter than average, completely bald, just some wisps of hair on here. He's dressed in overalls.
Okay.
He's got a B and 2 territories on him, so he's committed, but not too high up in the ranks. You still? He's got, okay, so before, he's got scavenged goods with him.
Yeah.
So nothing that's been.
Is it just all like kind of nothing similar? Like it's just random shit.
It looks like a garage sale type thing.
Yeah. I guess I'll just try and break the ice and just kind of be like, hey mate, what's the bee about? The bee thing. Who's the bee?
It's Bob.
Bob? Oh yeah.
You must be new here.
Yeah, we're pretty new. Me and a few friends. We got here about a week ago.
Yes,
yeah, about a week
Sunday.
ago. Now, I'll tell you that the fight night was pretty epic. Yeah, is that every week?
Most weeks, yeah. Just some steam.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I actually just scored myself a job at the bar. So, are you a drinker? You a big drinker?
Well, when money allows.
Well, sweet man, come for a shot sometime. It's on me. Just come for a shot.
All right. He does look quite suspicious. He's like, all right.
Well, it's just I used to work in a bar. I used to do that for my friends anyway. You know, what goes around comes around. You know, I'm a little bit interested in this guitar. Before all this crazy, the world shit started happening, I played a big guitar.
It's worth more than one shot, though.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I've got a bit of cash. I could. I was just wondering if we could strike up a deal or something. I mean, is there? I'm starting to introduce a little bit of a cocktail menu too. So if you're into any kind of particular drinks, we could suss that out. Don't have to let Wyatt know, you know. But yeah, any chance you could lower the price there a little bit? Sure.
Roll your persuasion plus 30.
Oh, that's good for you. That puts you at 100. 73 again.
Yeah.
That's the second 73.
Loaded
Well, I'm
dice.
78 persuasion plus 20,
Oh, yeah.
so yeah, success 73.
Plus 20 or plus 30 was it?
Plus 30.
Plus 30.
So that's 108.
108, so add 8 on there.
Yeah.
81.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. That's
Good
no.
success. Holy shit.
He goes, well, you said Wyatt's not going to find out.
Yeah.
The man's cheap on his drinks. $200, that's the best I can do. I need to pass some up to Bob.
180. I've got some tequila, man.
I don't care about to ask for tequila.
He gets us ready. He sits and that's the bartending sense.
He when you say it, he looks at you, he goes,
Yeah.
I want to see it. 180. You got it?
With the tequila right now.
No, like the 180.
Yeah, I've got the cash. Shut up the cash.
He goes, all right. Why didn't say he had tequila? He kind of looks around and goes, yeah.
Sweet.
Then he hands you the guitar. So then they've got a chance to inspect it, just to assure you nothing's wrong with the bloody thing.
Okay, so it just works.
Yeah, it's got all 6 strings. It doesn't seem to have any holes in it.
Tells me what though, it's going to suck
I
if I
think
break
you
a
can
string.
Doesn't it mean to have a hole in that?
It's like one solid piece of wood.
Maybe
No.
I'd ask that if you have any spare strings, just in case.
If I find any, I'll let you know.
Well, maybe we'll do a little a drink for a string in the future or something like that. Keep this thing going.
I'll keep you to that.
Sweet.
Put some money away.
I just see Richard walking away with the guitar. Nice. Good job.
Thanks. I might have told a little bit of a lie. I don't actually know if we have tequila, but I hope we do.
I think if you can get him loaded enough, you
Yeah.
can convince him that anything's tequila. Just put a little bit of dirt in.
Trust me.
and-
Just trust me. I can do that. I mean, I've made enough people lick a salt lamp just because we didn't have salt. So anything's possible in that world.
I'll take your word.
Just a little bit of whiskey. Just give him a slice of lemon. If there's any lemon lying around, he won't fucking know the difference.
Nice.
Probably after 5 years, yeah, nobody would.
You're not sure what tequila tastes like.
tequila's weird.
Yeah. It tastes a lot like freaking moonshine.
Right. Jake, you keen on anything in the flea market?
Just trying to think. So we've got clothes.
You've got a mattress and a bucket.
Yeah, we don't have enough bloody money for a mattress. Although it would be good to have a dedicated mattress for Dan right now while he's healing, but it's a bit expensive.
$500 fucking dollars.
But saying that if our mission goes ahead and our mission succeeds, we might be in a good books. We might be able to put more money.
That's true.
I guess we need to think about what kind of stuff we might actually need to take along. But maybe that's something we could talk to them
I'm
about.
wondering
in the
what
sense
what
of-
we do. I guess we don't know. I want to find out what we're going to be allowed to take with us.
If we're allowed to.
Am I going to need to go and buy? Because what we know is out there. I want to obviously go out equipped and just be fucking a numbly thing to do to go out there and not have
Yeah.
a mask, not
Yeah.
have full body protection, gloves and,
like a
and
biohazard
head,
suit.
everything, because we've been through shit.
Or even just, I mean, it's unlikely they're probably going to give us weapons, but I mean, there's
I am a weapon.
there's some pretty gnarly creatures in the sea that you guys were telling us about. So
Yeah, one thing that you can't see any survival gear.
Yeah.
No weapons, no things that could be used as weapons, and
Yeah.
nothing like ropes or anything on here that could be used to escape.
Yeah.
So you don't see anything on that. One thing, like before you do go look, I'm guessing you're going to go look for Steve. Before you look up, one thing you guys will notice is that the constructed, the made things, while they do look cheap and nasty, they're significantly cheaper than the scavenged things.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm going to find Steve, see if we're going to go ahead, see if and we'll go with you guys to go. Hey, all of us go. Hey, we're you got well, once we get there, we'll talk. Yeah.
we should go check out Dan after that too. So
Yeah.
I'm going to see how it goes, but we'll go
Yeah,
check
so
out Dan.
I'd like to go.
Hopefully the
Steve.
vets work
I mean,
instead of the nurse,
Yeah,
and we can.
We've all got our marks, so they know exactly how many people are here.
Yeah.
If we all go with you, they know that two are still going to be here.
Yeah.
One that's completely capable and one that's not so good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a little bit maybe to convince them.
Especially because Dan isn't so good, they'll it kind of gives more of a empathetical view as well that
Well, we
we're
need
not going to
this.
desert like someone that's incapable of not moving at the moment, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the less sailors they need to risk, because right now fishing is their main source of food, and one of the main sources. So the less sailors and fishermen they have to risk, just by you two be able to go along as well.
Yeah.
And it saves them.
True. Maybe we could say talk about how we could bring back a bunch of fish as well, and so we can do our job as usual, but on the way, because it's going to take a little while to get there. We're going to have to stop off and fish along the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's if the fish is safe. Because I remember you guys telling me about some of the stuff you picked up wasn't so
Yeah.
great around that area. So I guess we could check it out.
Yeah. I mean, if we go fishing at Goat Island, bring some Goat Island fish back,
Yeah.
it might be a bit of a
Sweet the pot.
delicacy and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they know our skill set, what we told them when we got here, so hopefully we can convince them that they are going to need us for this.
Yeah. I mean, look, the team they sent to bring people back, we took them down.
Yeah.
And we came willingly. There's no reason to think that we won't come back, because we are coming back.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you find Steve standing at the edge of the square, talking with Mike and another man with an E on his face, wearing overalls. And as you four approach, they see you coming, and it's all quiet now. So you don't quite hear what's being said, but they see you coming, and as you walk up, Steve just goes, "Yeah."
I was just wondering if you've thought about what we discussed last week. This week. I'm trying to think what day it is. Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, it's still.
Well, it was like Monday. Yeah. So what we talked about on Monday. Yeah.
He just tells. He looks at the other guys, and goes, "Give me a minute," and they disperse. Yeah, and he's go. Right, yeah. What do you have for me?
Well, you said you were gonna think about it. We've been here for a while. You've done a good job.
You did a smashing job last night.
I did my best.
Well, you've all made an impression. I've spoken to your bosses. No one's unhappy. So, what do you need from me?
A boat, minimal crew. Like, these guys know how to. They know their way around a boat. And the less of your people we risk, the better. We want to take the boat, take our gear, and
Ideally,
go
our
see what we
gear,
can find.
if it's possible.
We know what it's like out there. We've spent the last 5 years out there. Going out there ill-equipped would just be a suicide mission.
And what collateral do I have other than your one-armed, one-legged friend? He's
Yeah.
easy enough to leave behind. Hell, I would leave him behind.
There's the
The ginger one,
yeah.
Nick, he'll stay too. He's fully capable.
He's
We
got a lot of
came
skills.
here willingly.
I can put him to use. Alright. Let's say I give you a boat. Well, Hugo gives you a boat. You go out, you're back. Last time we said 2 days. 2 days should be good. You go in, you just check out what's going on, bring back proof. And then we'll see what we do from there. Gear-wise, you're not getting your guns. I'm not letting anyone loose around here with a gun that I can't control. Everything else, though, we didn't find anything too offensive.
Right, that's fine.
Other thing, though, you leaving at night. We can't have. You just sort of like vaguely like points with his chin at everyone. Can't have people see that.
Is your problem with the guns? Is that just within the premises? Or if you have my gun outside, 'cause I'm pretty useless with that one.
Roll diplomacy. Just flat.
38 success.
Ooh.
You get 38 guns.
The whole array.
No ammunition though.
We're only going to give you enough ammunition to keep you going. I'm not giving someone an armory to.
Fine with that as long as I get my gun. I can make every shot count.
All right. So when do you want to go?
Go tonight.
Tonight.
How about midnight or something? So then it's 2 days on midnight. We don't get back by midnight 2 days from now. We might run into some trouble or something.
That way we don't miss out on work as well.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll be back by
Miss one day.
one day.
It's like a long weekend, you know.
So to clarify, he's only expecting proof of.
Yeah. That I do remember from the last
We
session. He
can't-
did say proof.
Because it would be, it's quite a bit of equipment we'd have to take, so it would be a bit of a mission. So depending on the boat size and stuff like that, no, we can't.
If we had a decent sized boat,
He's not
a
asking-
huge
okay,
He's not
boat,
expecting us to bring everything back, right? Just evidence.
Yeah.
If you ask that in character, he'll reply with, "I don't want you to bring back the equipment to make the drugs. I just need to want to know that the equipment is there and that it can make the drugs."
Do you have a working camera?
Mm.
Phone? Something that we could use?
I think we've got an old Polaroid
Okay.
that might still have some film in it.
I
But the main thing is equipment. Bob might be able to sort something out. What I'm looking for is a sample of the chemicals.
Right.
I mean, we can have all the equipment in the world without the chemicals. We can't do anything. That's what I want. Just bring me back some of it, and I'll see if I can find a Polaroid for Mr. Cameraman over here. All right. Midnight tonight. Meet at Hugo's shop. Oh, wait, no, hang on. Midnight tonight. Come to the armory. We'll get you kitted out.
Alright.
Got a deal.
Let's go check on Dan.
Yeah, and then we should, after that...
Don't shake his hand or anything. We'll just be like
Yeah.
nod. Or something.
He doesn't offer.
Yeah.
Just while we're walking away.
Sorry, just as you are walking away, as you like all turn, and specifically one of you who has you know that smell, and you like look around, and he's lighting up a cigarette.
Oh shit.
As you as well.
Oh yeah, you're smoked up.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you walk away, and you're like,
5 years though, wouldn't you? You wouldn't feel it, would you?
but you would remember it.
Yeah.
So you go, and that is you like. It's crass. I was saying it wouldn't be classy, but you're not sure if he's just doing it as just a way of like a sign of wealth to have like a cigarette after 5 years, or if he's just like been keep it at the habit for 5 years. But a lot of people, you can see as soon as he goes, a lot of people's like,
Yep.
Sharks.
Yep.
Smelling blood in the water.
Yep.
Yeah. It's not going to be easy, but we should try to sleep during the day if we can. Get a few extra hours. Just so that we can go all night and we'll be good. I mean, once we're on the boat, we're not going to all need to be awake. Having most of us below deck is going to be best, because if there's anything out in the air, that's not good for us. I'm happy to sail through the night.
Cool.
I guess we'll just see what kind of gear we get and what kind of boat.
If they've got proper navigation maps, we can find our way.
Let's be as persuasive as we can to Hugo about our situation of not working and bringing back some fish for him. Maybe see if he's got some ice and chili bin or something like that.
Yep.
Are we lucky enough to be sailing full moon?
Roll luck. It's just flat. No. Roll luck minus 20.
We could actually probably Google that.
I don't know what the date is. We actually don't know what the date is these days.
Yeah, we've kind of lost track, right?
Yeah.
What did you roll though?
54.
It's waxing. Okay. So you go see Dan walk your way through. As you can tell, most of the just people are just hanging around the flea market areas. This is like the only day that's open. So as you go past through the apartment stacks, on the other side, the city side of the bridge, it's fairly quiet. Most people around here are just people with tattoos on. It's the plebs aren't. I mean, there's one or two, but not too much around here. When you walk into the hospital, there's only 3 people there. I mean, 3 patients there, Dan being one of them, and it's the vet.
Oh, sweet. Is he a bit out of it?
He's a bit twitchy, but he seems to be aware of his surroundings.
Okay.
So as you come in, he's like, hello.
Yeah. I just say, like, maybe just before we went on emergency, like, try and get as much information about Dan's condition out of the vet as you can, and keep them distracted. I might see if I can
At that point, I'd
grab a
probably
few
offer up.
things just in case we need them for our boat trip or for Dan in the future, because they're probably not going to keep us supplying him with morphine. So
At that point, I'd probably offer up all the information that was given to me by the nurse the previous night
2?
about Dan's condition.
To them?
To them, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to tell them.
Oh, hey, by the way, you're
Yeah.
patient. This is what's wrong with you.
Just be cautious, though.
I'll just have a look. I won't do it if not.
Yeah.
You know, like I'll just see it for myself. You know.
I imagine a lot of the stuff, a lot of the proper stuff
Yeah,
is
it's
going to
kept
be
away, yeah.
kept away.
Yeah. I'll just have a little look around when you're like distracting him or something.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So yeah, so everyone, like that's all 3 patients are unconscious in various states of bruises and dried blood and everything. Dan is still knocked out. His IV is still in, and it's like the bag's almost empty.
Right. Hey,
Hello.
how's that guy doing?
I'm really sorry. I had to cut his foot off.
He was missing it when he came in.
Fuck me, thanks. Oh. All right, he's all right.
Yeah. Okay. It's good. Do you mind if I just look him over?
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna check him. I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say make sure that. Yeah, he
Make
would.
sure nothing's missing that
Yeah, pretty much. No, I was gonna make sure that no one has taken any of his cash or anything like that, because I was thinking we don't have anything on us, but I know that he would have had some cash, so I'm just gonna try and pat him down and see.
Okay. Roll luck plus 10.
I failed by 5. That's a 75.
It's just him and his clothes. He doesn't have anything in his pockets or anything like that.
Yeah.
And they text him.
Shit. All right. He seems. He's breathing.
Yep.
How much longer do you think he's going to be in here for?
That all depends what's wrong with him. Without an x-ray machine, I have no idea what's wrong with his leg.
He got.
He was missing a lot of that, and I pointed to limbs before he got here, but I think it's the hip from the nurse last night, so it was pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, unless you want me to cut him open and have a look inside.
That's fine.
I mean, best we can do is just wait till he recovers his consciousness and see if he can tell us how it feels, and then we can see what we can work with from there.
Right.
I guess while he's talking to these guys, I would just be like kind of slowly pacing around, looking at the room, but just making it look like I'm checking on the other patients and stuff like that. Just seeing if I can see any labels or any of the actual of his stuff out, or if it's like, nothing to be seen or whatever.
Mainly nothing. I'm trying hard to remember from the last time I described this room. It's a prefab building, so
Yeah.
it's not an actual hospital.
Yeah.
There's no curtains or anything. Most of the beds there are just cots. They're not actual hospital beds. His desk is in one corner of the room, and the cabinets that you presume all the drugs are would be behind that. It's just behind that desk. It's just like a normal almost like kitchen drawers type cabinet behind him. Nia's currently sitting down, so if you do want to like get into those cabinets, you'll have to like do something to drag him from behind his desk.
I'm just wondering if we could like persuade him. If we could just say something like, well, I guess we can't tell anyone going on this mission, but we could just say something like, Steve has to. I don't know.
I think we should just
Yeah, leave it for now.
Yeah.
sword down, just go and talk to Nick,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Good to know everything's laid out in that room though.
yeah, and then we'll just
Yeah, what has Nick been doing? I forgot all about him.
well, it's just saying he was with us, just standing in the background.
He's just been
He's just been very quiet. He's been observing
He's
with
been
everything.
observing around. Yeah, observing everything around us. Yeah.
So when you said the ginger, he was just like,
Yeah.
It's collateral, man.
Yeah, exactly.
just volunteered to like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I should have gone to. I should have gone. No, yeah, I'm Nick Australia.
I think the idea would be head back to our home and just spend some time in there, just kind of talk things over, and then try to see if we can get some rest before midnight. Yeah, I've got nothing else that I'd try and do with the day, so just head back in and reassure Nick that we are coming back.
I get a hat and maybe you want to do some busking. We're not a bad little idea actually. Because we're basically just working out, so I don't think we can go back to sleep.
Yeah,
right?
no,
So
no,
we're
yeah.
probably going to kill half a day.
Yeah, at least until midday. Yeah.
And it's a Sunday, right?
this is
Saturday,
Saturday.
Yeah,
So this is
still Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to make use of that, then
Yeah.
I'd say go for it.
I guess we'd probably make more money when we go back from that, but I could just try. Or I could just be tinkering around with the guitar or something like that, and just
Yeah,
Did you
I
skills
mean,
see
back?
if people stop. And
there's people out there at the flea market, so
Yeah.
go for it.
Just gonna just tinker around, not try and actually like.
We'll be your security just in case
Yeah.
anyone tries anything.
And just for the record, I'm not gonna play Wonderwall.
Someone does go from the other side, like, play Wonderwall!
Originals only.
Yeah.
Apocalyptic bard songs. Here we go.
Yeah.
Zombie time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Zombie songs.
can you roll me luck twice?
Luck twice. My luck is pretty low. It's 50.
That's not bad. That's an 11.
11.
Okay. And then
And again?
just once more.
That's a 99.
Not so good.
That's not so good.
Okay, so you start playing, and everything sounds like a few people, and I mean literally like 3 people come and throw some coins in. Nothing above $1. So you've maybe got like, let's say, $2.50, and in your hat. That's it, and that's maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes of playing. When like someone with a tattoo on his face walks up to you, and he goes, "What's this?"
What tattoo does he have on his face?
A W.
A W.
Wyatt.
Oh, Wyatt. Didn't Wyatt have an E?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got an E.
Yeah.
Because he works for Eddie, but these guys work for Wyatt.
Yeah.
I'm just playing some music.
Yeah, and who's getting the cut?
It could be distributed around. I don't really need it right now. If someone's got a problem with it, Wyatt got a problem with it. I work for Wyatt.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah, I work at the bar.
And he said you can do this?
He didn't say I could. Does he actually smile?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, sweet.
We're just trying
I'll
to.
smile back at him then.
We're just trying. He talked to Wyatt about starting some music at his bar anyway. So he's just sort of
Just a trial,
just trialing it out, letting people know that he's playing, see what it's like, and then he's going to be at the bar next Friday. Just a bit of advertising.
No, that's so.
Yeah, and he's going to be fighting there. I don't know if you saw him the other night, but he's not bad.
Yeah, I heard of you.
Oh, I thought you were talking.
I'm talking up Jake.
I'm just gonna go like this for a second. So.
Yeah. Stop playing that.
Yeah. He goes, right, next time, someone gets a cut. Remember that. And like scoops down, like takes all the money, and just walks away.
What's your name?
He doesn't say anything.
Okay.
But he just like walk, like unless you want like anyone wants to pursue him, he's just gonna walk off. Okay.
Fucking capitalism.
Yeah. Even in the apocalypse.
How long do you
late capitalism.
Yeah. How long do you want to play for? Like just like a few hours or something?
After that, I guess my spirits would be a bit.
Yeah.
Nah, I'd probably just start playing quite a bit louder after he did that, as a kind of fuck you. Maybe play some like death metal or something.
On a string.
Don't break your strings, man. Don't break your strings, please.
Maybe just like 15 more minutes, something.
Okay. Yeah, so you make about 70 cents more because like a lot of people like saw the altercation.
I felt bad.
But were like, oh, let's not intervene.
Yeah.
Because as soon as that sort of stuff, people's like they don't know. They don't want to get in trouble. But the people who did it, they would be like, throw some coins.
Yeah.
At the moment, you don't. I mean, it looks like shit. I mean, at most you got what $3.20, but I mean, you know how expensive everything is here, so you're not sure like how good that really is for a day's busking, but. $3.20.
Yeah.
Oh, 70 cents because he took the $2.50.
Yeah. I'll say afterwards. I'll say, hey, there's always a better chance on fight night or one of the other nights.
Yeah, for sure.
When people are at the bar, people will be spending more money. That way, you can do it legitimately with Wyatt there and
yeah,
and
kind of going back and forth and working at the bar and doing that.
I guess
kind of that'll win him over a bit.
Yeah, I guess no one earns anything here without it going through someone else first.
Yeah. There's no kind of free market, so to speak.
Yeah.
After that,
The more we do,
the more things we're doing at once, like
you be able to play music, getting more people into the bar.
Yeah, and working at the bar at the same time.
That would generate, hopefully, get more people drinking, bring more people in, generate more revenue for the bar, which then we don't need money, we need status.
Yeah.
That's more important.
Alright, I'm gonna head back. If I'm gonna be up late, I'm gonna try and
get some sleep.
I'll catch up with you guys.
Try to.
I'm gonna go over to is the line for the food place still running? Like for lunch or whatever?
Yeah, well, let's say, so I'm saying you did say just 15 more minutes. It's like sort of like the brunch period now, so you'll have to like wait a couple of hours realistically. But I mean, like we can just skip time and if you want, just have some lunch.
What time of the year is it? Is it like winter or something?
I'm trying hard to remember what it was at the end of like season 3, but I think it's getting onto autumn because it was quite summery over in Goat Island. So let's say it's maybe around March-ish, I think. So it's going to get...
Because we started season 3 at the start of the year. So it was like a new year. It was just after January.
Yeah, so let's call it about March-ish.
Yeah.
I was just thinking maybe seeing if there's any like warm clothes for us in the market, but I guess we could just wait to see if we get up anyway. See what they give us.
I'm just going to go to bed, try and get some sleep, and around about dinner time before we go to the armory, I'm going to head off to the place that serves you mystery meat soup.
Okay.
And get my portion, but basically ask the person that's running the place, who do I talk to if I want to get food up to one of my friends while I'm away? I'm happy to pay for it.
Yeah. Get you in a second. You haven't eaten anything all day, mate.
I eat.
What do you say? Yeah, because because we do have starvation mechanics. So like, do you get mystery meat or are you going to spend money?
I'll spend a bit of money.
Okay.
Buy something nice.
Something nice.
Something nice and eaty.
Nice and eaty.
You start being a cannibal, wants to separate us from zombies.
Yeah. It's like if you find something really nice for like $29 and you're like, oh, that's like some really good shit. There's like actual meat in there. It's like you think it's beef even.
Go with that. Was it 28 you say?
29. Right. The person behind the counter, he just says, well, look for some charity.
I'm pretty new here, I know where to look for that.
Anyone who you want, right? I mean, you're going to have to like ask someone to take from their time to help you out. Whoever you can find, really. Don't try me, I'm busy enough as it is, and I'm not going to get on the Yellow's bad side.
Oh, tonight you're getting on people's bad side by feeding people up there.
Yeah, you can never be too sure in this place.
True.
You'll see tomorrow what I mean.
What's tomorrow?
Sunday. It's sermon day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we saw that on the Sunday, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Be interesting to see. Thanks anyway. I'm gonna grab my stuff for food and do the same thing. Go feed Max, feed myself, see if she wakes, tell some bad jokes, and come back out.
I go for that, and as we're walking up to Max, I say, I think it's a really, really good coincidence that we're leaving tonight, so you're not around for tomorrow.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I just
I mean,
worry about that.
yeah, I don't think you're gonna have to worry about that anymore for a while. I mean, I've got a couple of scores to settle, but that can wait. Not at the expense of someone else.
I'm just glad we're going for a little trip away from this
Yeah.
place. Already over.
Yeah, you seem pretty persuasive. Do you think you can find someone to keep Max fed while we're away?
I was gonna
yeah,
say like after that I was like
Nick's like standing behind you the whole time. It's just like,
he's just like getting like more sad the whole time. Like,
sorry, Nick.
sorry, Nick. Sorry.
it's not my fault that you're watching this.
Yeah, that totally skipped my mind. Actually, never mind. I've got Nick to deal with that.
He's A-okay with helping you out.
Yeah,
he
I
just
think
wants to be part of the group.
I think I'd give, give Nick like $50 or something for food or something just in case, like while we're away and stuff. Just because we don't know what they're gonna get him to do, because he said that they'd put him to good use. So that kind of made me a bit like suspicious if he might not be able to work his normal job, or just so he's got a little bit of money for food for himself and for Max, because no one's feeding Max besides him. Yeah. So I guess I can just hand him $50 or something.
Okay, so everyone's eaten. Mac's been fed. Nick's been giving his marching orders and $50. Anything you want to do before midnight happens, or you just want to sort of like just chill out, or go wait at the armory, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'd wake up a little bit. Hopefully, wake up a little bit before the late evening. I'd just kind of go out and just try and get a sense of the weather, what I think it's going to be like tonight, and what it might be like on the water.
Oh, roll luck. Let's use your rolls instead of mine.
That is a 14.
Clear skies.
Clear skies? Fantastic. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Just go out, feel the wind for a bit, and then I'll just head back in and tell the others that I think it's going to be soon. We're getting close to midnight.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I guess none of us have a watch, eh?
Yeah.
Just kind of watching the moon. We'd probably be pretty good at that stuff.
By this time, you'd all
Yeah.
be pretty good,
Yeah.
just like keeping track of it. When midnight happens and you're all at the armory, Steve's already waiting for you there, with like 3 armed men with him. He just waits for you to come. He goes, "Right, let's do this," and he opens the armory. That you remember is all barred and anything. It's 3 locks just to get in. When you walk in, he doesn't just go and start picking things off. There are 3 duffel bags on the ground, and he goes, "This is your stuff that you can take. If it's not in here, don't ask for it."
I'm gonna see if my big gun's in there.
Sorry, your big gun. He does hand you your
okay.
big gun, because it's a big thing.
So we have a Batman suit up sort of scene where
So I'm not sure what you guys actually want, but as long as it's not too strange, you'll be fine with it. Any melee weapons, it's all good.
Yeah, okay. So I've got my split spear and an ice axe. I had a Spanish breastplate, a
It's
tactical
there.
helmet. Yes,
Yep, it's
yes, painted black. Tactical helmet with mask and drape, motocross shin/knee and arm guards, black Kevlar gloves, and my boots, which I've already got. And then just my backpack, which I'm assuming that's probably what the equipment's in, or are these just different duffel bags?
They're just 3 duffel bags, so they're not
Okay.
your backpacks.
Okay.
I've got my big gun, and whichever ammo they give me.
How much does it take? I mean, what's the magazine? Do you know what the magazine is?
New Zealand, it's probably 5.
I'm not sure. I
We'd spoken
think it was
about
on
it
that
at one point.
thing.
I think it,
Alright.
yeah. It
If we call it
takes,
5,
yeah, it takes
you've got 10 rounds.
10 rounds. That's plenty.
That's all.
It's 10 dead things.
I had a boot knife. And,
You had just a 22 rifle.
20 and a.
You don't get the rifle.
Don't get a rifle. What about? I had a 9mm pistol.
Don't get no range weapons other than like his.
So I got a boot knife, and do I get any of my Kevlar and stuff?
Yep.
Yep. So I got a New Zealand Army whole battle dress uniform,
Yep.
which is kind of customized with goggles and filter mask, Kevlar vest, shin pads, elbow pads, backpack, camp stove with canisters in case you want to cook on the mud.
Yeah. I'll just kind of put everything on. I'll leave my helmet and everything off for now. I'll just put that into the duffel bag, and I'll just take the duffel bag as well.
Don't think about a helmet. I think my armor was basically the chainmail that Scott made and combat boots, or whatever the fighting boots or whatever that we had in the.
The chainmail did have a hood.
Yeah.
It had a coif.
I love
Yes.
quests, they're awesome.
Yeah. So I'll chuck that on, and then I'll throw on my priest robe on top of that.
Yeah.
Holding onto my gun, just like feeling really good for once. Going, yes, I can defend myself.
Right, Jake, what you packing?
Yeah, well, so like my firefighter gear, and obviously I want everything sort of be able to be fully sealed. So it'd be like sort of balaclava if I got one, or then also my masks, and I had the BA mask, but I also had like a filter mask as well, and just normal sort of swimming goggles. Lemon, cap, and I just had 2 hatchets and some knives.
I think it's been really good that me and you both have filter masks. We might be like the first to maybe go suss out.
Yeah, well, I think everyone should have.
We do. We do.
Everyone should
My
have
mask has a
masks,
filter
and
mask,
everyone, again, because we're going close to bloody Great Barrier, everyone needs to be like fully clothed, like no skin showing.
Yeah. We've all got that pretty good.
Because of what happened over there. So I'll be quite insistent on everyone. So if they've got people coming with us, we're nah. That's just us. Alright. Sorry, Nick. See you later, noob.
Yeah.
Okay. Once you're all kitted up, like he does go grab like the 4th duffel bag, and it's like a heavy beast, and he opens it, and in there, hang on one. You see 24 cans of food, all unlabeled, and enough water to last you 2 days. Cool. So that's 24. That should be that's enough food for 3 meals a day for 4 people.
Good thing about the camp stove.
So that's like, so he says you're away for 2 days. This will keep you for 2 days.
All right. Cool. What about navigation maps? Is Hugo going to have that with the?
Hugo will get you a map on the boat.
Great.
He's waiting for us down at the docks.
All right. What about that Polaroid?
All right. Yeah, I've got that. He goes, yeah. He like it's like an old, bulky thing, and he goes, "I'm not sure how much film's left in here, so if you take a photo, make sure it counts."
I will. I just make sure that there is like a battery in there for the flash.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we just need a little container and something to put you want the chemicals. We need something to put in the back in.
Well, you can drink the water by the time you get there.
Fair enough.
Well, I guess we've got the cans. So
And that.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, so once we all sorted up, and Steve and his 3 men escort you like all the way down. There is no one out and about at this, and that's when you just see like the old, once again, armed guard walking about. Once you get out and go all the way down to it is
that point. Yeah.
To that point, Hugo is there. He's got like a flashlight with like some red, like paint, like with a red, like inked over it.
Yeah.
So he does pass it to you, Richard.
Mm-hmm.
And it just give you like a map, like a fold-out paper map.
Okay, cool.
Once you could get out and near to the boat, you see that it's not one like the regular boat. It's a little bit larger. It doesn't really have much interior space, but it's got one of those, those canopies, so you can actually get out of the rain and everything. It's more than big enough for the 4 of you. You can probably, probably fit 10 people on here. At this point, if you want to ask about some fishing gear.
Yes, yeah. So,
just quickly, is it sailboat?
No, it's a motorboat.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
It was like before, like get on. He's gonna say something once you get on,
Yeah.
but I was like just before, like you will like embark.
Yeah, embark.
That's the word.
Yeah. Hugo, there's a strong chance that we might be able to do a little spot of fishing. If not, just trawling while we're heading out and back. if you got some rods, maybe some ice, chili bin, we could bring some back with us.
Right.
Make up for the missed day.
Diplomacy plus 30.
24, success.
He says, yeah, you're not too bad, both of you. I'll give you a couple of rods. Don't have any ice I can spare, but we've got a chili bin.
You got any salt?
Oh man, that's way too expensive for to let out of the camp.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll try and get back.
Yeah, just use some salt water to keep them as fresh as you can.
Cool, good idea.
Will do.
Once you're on, you see that all the navigation equipment on the boat has been taken out, as has all the radios as well. And it's like once, like when you get on, Steve has get on with you, and he makes a point to point it out for you. And he goes, as you can see, there's nothing here, right? We don't want you talking to anyone else, right? When you come back, we'll keep an eye out for you, all right? So when you come back into the harbour, nice and slow, take it easy. A boat will be sent out to meet you. Just don't do anything funny, because we won't be able to call each other, all right?
Sure.
Right.
If anything's wrong on our end, how do we signal you?
No, I can always jump in the water. We'll know that's when something's gone wrong.
Sure.
Do we have any
I'll go
torches
with
with us?
Just one with that,
Yeah.
with this
Or I
paint
just-
red.
I just look at Steve and be like, could always give you a flash towards,
If it's night.
yeah, if it's, well, I guess we're aiming for midnight.
Also, there's enough diesel. I'm guessing these things run on diesel.
Yeah.
There's enough diesel in here to get you to Little Barrier and back with a little bit of spare change in there. Not much more. So don't take too many detours or you'll be stuck out in the open.
Fair enough.
All good.
All right? You got 48 hours, gentlemen.
See you then.
And then him and Hugo and the three armed men step off and they walk back. Now it's up to you. The engine does start, so don't worry. So they didn't really fuck you. He's like, haha, no.
All right. So just to confirm, we've only got one light source between us, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So our other equipment,
Okay, to be fair, there are lights on the boat.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
From saying the boat itself has its normal lights that it would run with.
Okay. All right. So best way to do this, I'll pilot, but I'd like to have one person up with me, making sure that there isn't anything else
Out there.
potentially out there in the water.
I slept last night. I can stay up with you.
Yeah, so all you need to do is this map's going to be referenced. I'm going to keep my eyes on it, but if you just keep your eyes out there at all times, I'll have the lights on out front. If there's anything in the water, if there's anything coming for us, we'll deal with that.
Just regarding the boat as well, is it, you said there's kind of a little bit of a canopy, can it be actually closed off from the rest of it? Is it like any kind of like the plastic stuff you can chuck over?
So so the canopy does go around the sides and the top, but yeah, so you can there is the plastic zip thing.
Yeah, cool.
They can you can unfurl like you do at the pubs,
Yeah.
and just zip
Yeah.
it closed. Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. I was just worried about that.
And
Yeah, we got some bad counts.
So do I.
in terms of piloting this thing, is it from the back or is it from the front of the boat? Or kind of like mid?
That sort of
Yeah.
mid one. It is a recreational fishing boat.
Right, okay.
It's just on the larger side, on the more expensive side of the
Yeah.
recreational fishing
Okay,
boat.
nice. All right, and it's all single level,
Yeah.
but just, cool.
One single level.
Slight little cabin. Okay, all right. I'd make sure it's all good, make sure the lights are okay, and then we're good to go.
All right. So
So
as you
life jackets on the boat?
Cool. Cool.
you do just check no.
Yeah, and I'd pull on out of there.
And
Right.
there's nothing else in the boat that we can see, just drawers or anything, just handy little things.
No,
Just
literally
cleared
the
out.
keys in, and that's the only movable thing on that boat. I mean, the thing you can remove and everything. Everything else, even the drawers and everything, they've all just been flat out taken out.
Okay.
So the only storage is the little the chili bin you got. So and as you move your way across and underneath the bridge, that's where we'll end it for this session. As you move out into the darkness.
We're out on a journey away from the bridge, 4 of us. Bit better than the 2. We can hope. please do join us next week as we continue our adventure. It's good to be back with Zealand, and I hope you're all enjoying us being back as well. Stay safe out there, and until next time, stay breathing.